everyone, Griff Hamlin here. Welcome and thanks for joining me today. In today's video, I want to show you a blues rhythm comping idea, and it revolves around three chord shapes. The first one, we're gonna be doing a blues in A, and the first shape is an A6. And the reason that I'm gonna use the A6 is because it's a cool sound, and because the top note of it is this F sharp right here. And here's what's kind of cool is that I'm going to go from A6 to D7. Okay, and notice that all that's going to happen is I'm only going to change one note, and I'm going to have that F sharp still on the top. And then I'm going to go to an E9, which also still has that F sharp on the top. So what's kind of cool about this is that we can go through an entire 12-bar blues chord progression, keeping the same note up top. And it's just a nice thing to do once in a while. I wouldn't say you necessarily want to do it all the time, but I happen to think it works great over a nice shuffle. I think this is a great approach. If you like the sound of the 6th chord, then this all goes together really, really nicely. So let me break it down for you. It's not too difficult. I'm going to only play 3 notes of my A6, right? I don't need any bass note or anything because I'm assuming that there's a band going on. So I've got my third finger is on the 7th fret of the 4th string, middle finger is on the 6th fret of the 3rd string, and my pinky, which is hitting that magic 6 right there, on the 7th fret of the 2nd string. Theoretically, I could also grab the 5th fret on the 1st string, but that kind of defeats the purpose. It adds another finger. It's just kind of a pain. You can do it if you want, but I generally don't unless I'm strumming. If I'm strumming like that, then I might add that top note in. But you'll notice that I'm going to pluck. And I just like this sound. It's great for a shuffle. I'm using my pick for the 4th string, my middle finger for the 3rd string, my ring finger for the 2nd string. And I could do it with my pick if I want, but I like that plucking sound better. And I'm using my standard comping pattern. A 1, 2, 3, 4, a 1, a 2, a 3, a 4, a 1, a 2, a 3, a 4. You can modify it as needed, but that's a good base. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, a 3, a 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, a 1, a 2, a 3, a 4. Now all I'm going to do, my middle finger on the 3rd string is going to go to my 1st finger at the 5th fret of the 3rd string. 1, a 2, a 3, a 4, a 1, a 2, a 3, a back to the A6, a 2, a 3, a 4, 1, a 2, a 3, a 4, and E9. Okay, but I don't even need the whole thing. So you could keep your pinky there if you want. Okay, let's say I keep my pinky there. That might be easier for you. I switch over to my 3rd finger just because my fingers get kind of clumped together, it feels like to me. So I'll give you a couple of options. If you keep your pinky on the F sharp, so my pinky hasn't moved. It's still at the 7th fret of the 2nd string. My 3rd finger would go to the 7th fret on the 3rd string, and my middle finger would go to the 6th fret on the 4th string. If you want to switch it over more to sort of the traditional bar style, you probably put your 1st finger at that 6th fret of the 4th string, and your 3rd finger would bar the 7th fret on the 2nd and 3rd strings. So whichever of those two options feels better to you, and then back to your D7, and then back to your A6. So you got all these great chords with very, very little movement. So it's a great way to, particularly while there's a vocal going on or while somebody else is soloing, this just kind of, it's a nice riff, keeps you in the background. You're not, messing with anything, but you're playing the chords, getting a little bit of color in there with the 6, and getting some nice what we call voice leading by leaving that F sharp on the top. So hope you dig that. Hope you can maybe try it out. It's a lot of fun. And of course you could do it in any key, right? If you wanted to move it up to C, right, or G, 1 chord, 4 chord, 5 chord. It's just that easy. It'll go through any key you want. Just move it around. It's very easy in that way. So hope you dig it. Hope you had some fun with this. And of course, like always, if you like this video and you get something out of it, please feel free to share it with a friend. And I look forward to talking to you soon. Take care.